Picture this. You roll a rugged little suitcase into your backyard, point it at a blank wall, and suddenly you've got a bright 4K laser movie screen with surround sound that feels like a real theater. No messy setup, no pile of speakers, just boom, instant cinema. Yeah, that thing is real. And today, we're doing a viral-worthy gadgets you didn't know existed. The kind of stuff that makes people stop scrolling and go, wait, that's a thing? Let's count them down. And fair warning, a couple of these feel like cheating because they're so futuristic. Bensai Mini B10, the pocket printer that tags anything. Alright, starting off strong, this looks like a chunky marker, but it's actually a tiny handheld inkjet printer. You connect it to your phone over Wi-Fi, type what you want in the app, text, logos, QR codes, batch numbers, and then you just print straight onto stuff. Not just paper either, plastic, glass, boxes, labels, even a wall if you feel chaotic. And the ink is made to dry fast and hold up, which is why people use it for coding and labeling on the go. If you've ever tried to keep your storage bins organized and gave up after 3 days, this is your redemption arc. And wait, if you think printing on a wall is wild, the next gadget basically prints with light. Cyberwing, a desktop hologram that looks like sci-fi. The Cyberwing holographic projector is the kind of thing you put on a desk and instantly become the friend with the cool room. It creates floating 3D effects using a mix of RGB lights, spinning parts, and sometimes mist effects depending on the setup. The result is this weird, hypnotic image that looks like it's hovering in the air. It can also act like an ambient light, a music visualizer, and a whole vibe machine for your room or party setup. A lot of them sync to music and let you customize scenes in an app. Is it a real sci-fi hologram like in movies? No. Does it look good enough to make your friends walk closer and squint? Absolutely. But if you want something that's not just cool, something that actually saves you time every single week, this next one is basically a cheat code. Hut W8. The robot that cleans your windows for you. Cleaning windows is one of those chores that feels like it takes forever, and somehow still looks streaky. The Hut W8 is an automatic window cleaning robot that sticks to glass with strong suction, then moves around and cleans while you stand there feeling like a boss. It uses smart path planning, so it doesn't just wiggle around randomly. It also has sensors to detect edges, which matters a lot if you've got frameless glass or big mirrors. It even has a dual spray system, so it can mist the surface while it cleans. You attach it, hit go, and let it handle windows, mirrors, tiles, anything smooth. Okay, now imagine the same robot does the annoying job energy, but aimed at your floors. iLife A80 plus vacuum plus mop on autopilot. The iLife A80 Plus is a 2-in-1 robot that vacuums and mops. And it's built for people who want clean floors without thinking about it. It uses gyroscopic navigation to move in a more organized way than old-school bump and hope robots. You get multiple cleaning modes like Path, Edge, Spot, and Max. It's also designed to boost power on carpets automatically, so it doesn't treat a rug like a gentle suggestion. And since it's app-controlled, you can schedule cleaning, manage settings, and set up boundaries so it doesn't roam into your do not touch zones. If your floor is a mix of hard surfaces and rugs, this is the kind of gadget that quietly improves your life, until you forget what sweeping even feels like. But not all gadgets are about comfort. Some are made for chaos, rain, dirt, drops, and oops. Blackview N6000, the tough mini phone that doesn't flinch. This one is for anyone who's ever cracked a screen just by looking at it wrong. The Blackview N6000 is a compact, rugged phone built for rough conditions. It's rated for water and dust resistance, IP68, IP69K, and it also meets MIL-STD 870H durability testing. So yeah, this is the phone you bring when you're hiking, working outdoors, traveling hard, or you're just accident-prone. Now, let's shift from survive anything to build anything. Because the next gadget can turn a plain piece of wood into something you'd sell online. Wayne Lux Z5 handheld laser engraving you can carry. Okay, this is the "how is this not a bigger deal" gadget. The Wayne Lux Z5 handheld is a compact, all-metal laser engraving and cutting machine. You can mark and etch on materials like wood, plastic, and leather, and even some metals if they're coated. It's made for DIY people, creators, and small businesses who want to personalize stuff fast. Think keychains, wallets, coasters, nameplates, gifts, packaging. It has dual light sources designed for clean results, and it's meant to be user-friendly so you can start projects without needing a whole workshop. This is the kind of tool that makes you look around your house and go, "I could engrave that." And if you like the idea of small device, big power, the next one is basically a grown-up gaming console hiding in a tiny box. Ioneo AM02, a retro mini PC that's secretly a beast. The Ioneo AM02 looks like it belongs next to an old-school console, but inside it's a modern mini gaming PC. It uses AMD Ryzen processors and packs enough power for gaming, emulation, and everyday computer stuff without taking up space. The wild part? It has a 4-inch touchscreen on the front so you can monitor system stats, tweak settings, or use it as a control panel. But games aren't just on screens anymore. The next gadget turns your living room into an actual battle arena. GEO Gaming Robot Real-World AR. Battles with a robot. This is where toys start looking like the future. The GEO by GJS Robot is an app-controlled gaming robot designed for augmented reality battles, races, and exploration. It has an FPV camera so you can see from the robot's point of view, and it uses AI visual recognition to track targets and enemies. It also moves in a fast omnidirectional way, which means it can slide and turn like it's in a video game, because it basically is. You can battle friends, do team fights, race, or explore worlds that the app overlays on top of reality. Now, if you're thinking, cool, but I want something I'll use every day, don't worry. Let's hit the car gadgets, because these next two feel like they came from the future. Marvo Solar Phone Mount, the holder that powers itself. This one solves a problem you didn't realize you had: charging your phone mount. The Marvo Solar Phone Mount uses an external magnetic solar panel to power its automatic clamping system. So instead of you charging the holder itself, it pulls power from the sun, like a tiny robot plant. You get one-touch open and close, a premium zinc alloy build, non-slip silicone grips, and 360-degree rotation. It's also designed to fit different cars, and it's especially popular with Tesla Model 3Y setups depending on the base. But if you want the most satisfying car gadget on this list, the one that makes your paint look like it got a fresh makeover, this next one is for you. Bataka S2, the cordless polisher that makes your car look expensive. If you've ever looked at your car under sunlight and thought, why does it look tired? This is the fix. The Bataka S2 is a budget-friendly cordless dual-action car polisher for paint correction, waxing, and polishing. The big win here is freedom. No cord dragging across your car while you work. It's got an LCD screen, 6 speed settings, and constant speed control, so it doesn't bog down the second you apply pressure. It runs on interchangeable 12V5AH batteries, which means you can swap and keep going instead of stopping mid-panel. Okay, deep breath, because the next gadget is the one you don't appreciate until you're out in the middle of nowhere, thirsty, and suddenly your water plan is a joke. Vayast G Series 1, the overbuilt water tank for real adventures. The Vayast G Series 1 is a rugged, rotomolded portable water tank made for camping, overlanding, and off-grid trips. It holds 18 liters, and it's built to survive rough travel. UV-resistant, tough body, designed to mount vertically so it saves space. It has an auto-breather cap for smoother dispensing, quick connect tap options, and straps that make it easier to carry than you'd expect for something this sturdy. This is the kind of gear you buy once and keep forever. And you don't realize how clutch it is until you're washing hands, cleaning dishes, rinsing mud off gear, or just filling bottles without juggling flimsy containers. And now, we're at the gadget that feels like it shouldn't exist yet. Remember that instant 4K cinema in a suitcase teaser? Yeah, here it is. Nebula X1 Pro, a portable 4K laser theater with real surround sound. This thing is basically a home theater system that decided to become a travel gadget. The Nebula X1 Pro is a high-end portable 4K laser projector and mobile theater system from Soundcore Anchor. And the reason it's viral-worthy is simple. It doesn't just project a movie, but it brings the sound with it. It has an integrated 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos system, including detachable wireless speakers, so you're not stuck with tiny projector audio that sounds like a phone in a cup. It's designed as a plug-and-play setup for people who want that cinema night feeling without the headache of building a full system. It also has smart setup with AI features, Google TV built in, and even karaoke mics for nights when your friends suddenly decide they're singers. Before you go, be honest. Which one made you stop and go, "No way that's real"? And if you want a part 2, tell me what kind of gadgets you want next. Car, home, camping, or weird tech? All right, I'll see you in the next one.